Good morning, everyone. Happy Power Week. This is the week to go out and share the Jafra joy everywhere we go, inviting everyone to holiday stop and shop with you, inviting everyone online and in person to hear about the greatest gifts that they can give to others. They can treat themselves with beauty and they can even have their own Beauty Insiders opportunity, opening their account, turning that into something to thrive in 25 with. We're just super excited. We have all 6 of our regions across the nation kicking off Power Week today through Friday. And Jafra just keeps the joy going because you did see in your email at 2 a.m. this morning that we launched a decanter sale, a perfect conversation for all of our consultants because it's a consultant exclusive, or opening the door to more who want to become a Jafra consultant or insider and get that holiday kit before it goes away in December and be able to shop by Friday, December 13th. So that is our holiday recommended shipping time. So I just want to share with you, bear with me, I'm going to open this up before I head to our fabulous captain of the day. So let's just take a look at what does this mean. Oops, excuse me really quick. I clicked wrong. There we go. Happy fingers all morning today. So here's what Power Week looks like, just as a quick reminder. Monday through Friday this week. Then what do we have? This will be every day at 8:30 for approximately 20 minutes. We're going to share wins of yesterday. We're going to learn, and then we're going to just go meet more people. It's an intentional week of sharing the Jafra joy. If you are not in our WhatsApp link, this you can use as a quick link, bit.ly/ all cap Jafra, capital P Power, capital W Week. If you type that into your browser, you get right into our Power Week WhatsApp. Why do you want that? Because if you're in there, every day you're out and about or online with a screenshot, take a photo and post it. Post yourself on the phone at home if you want, because I'm going to announce every single day starting tomorrow a winner. So that means I'm going to just randomly take everybody who posted a picture, and you are going to have a prize every single day shipped to your door. So one person will win every single day. Then every day at 3 o'clock, okay? 3 o'clock, you will have a Jafra opportunity session, about 15 minutes to come hear who is Jafra, what is Jafra, what's in it for me, and how do I get started today? I'm going to be short, brief, and just to the point, and then you can follow up with anybody who joins. So you can print these invitations. They're all over Facebook and WhatsApp. There's a blank one that's in your Jafra back office, and hand them out everywhere you go. Text them to people every day, all day. Post them on your social media. So you've got 2 empowering times, the empower time like today and the opportunity time to empower others. We have set for success 5 days of guests. So these are some of your captains: Debbie Yingling, Gail Jameson, Cheryl Sykes, Pat Clover. They all have different themes that they're going to share about 5 to 8 great minutes with you on just some simple tips. This will also be Friday. We will have home office guests, and that is Pacific time. The time did not change. Jackie's fingers did for a hot minute. So that will be your Friday edition with home office guests. So we've got that for you. So today, let's get right to it. And I wanted to invite our captain today, Debbie Yingling. Debbie, I'm going to just tell you a little brief story about Debbie. Debbie, she's amazing, by the way. She has Jafra inside and out of her, oozing out of her. She's fabulous at sharing Jafra. She's always got the brand on her. Look at her in her Jafra hat, of course. But I love what Debbie does. If you notice, she's posting all the time. She's at a bank. She's at Staples. She had a lovely gig when, I think it was before COVID, when everything was, she had a condo unit, she'll tell you more, that she was at every single week. We as a tabletop bring value to people. We help the clients feel appreciated by having some beauty in the business when they come in. It's not just what you get, it's what you give. And leads, it doesn't matter what happens to them, it's that you're getting Jafra exposure, which is what Power Week is about. So without further ado, I wanted Debbie to share a little bit of how does she get those pop-ups? What does she say? What does she do at them? And then the follow-up, like the before, during, and after quick pop-ups that you can do yet this week. All right, Debbie, are you ready for us, darling? All right, you're muted.
We go. Hey, everybody. I'm out here on my power walk.
You're
out
still
here
muted.
No, she's not.
No, I'm not. I shouldn't be. Am I frozen?
No, you're okay.
Debbie, we can't hear you. It looks like your Wi-Fi is not great where you are.
Okay.
can hear her, Jackie.
I can hear Debbie just fine.
I can
Me
hear.
too.
It must be you, Wes.
You're unmuted, but we don't hear you.
No, we could hear her.
We can
Jackie.
hear her.
We can hear
You and me.
Jackie, it's you.
Jackie, you can't hear anyone.
Now am I frozen?
Let's type
Oh,
this in the chat,
Okay,
Jackie.
it's unstable.
Okay, hang on. Something happened with Wi-Fi here. So sorry. Okay. Did you all hear me at all?
Mhm.
Yes.
Sorry about that, everyone. You know what? My Wi-Fi went wonky. I thought it was Debbie because it said low bandwidth, and here it was mine. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. This is life in real life. All right, Debbie, are you there?
I am, yes. And
Thank you
I'm
for your
so grateful
patience.
to be here.
Take it away,
Thank you.
girlfriend.
Thank you. All right, so I'm out here on my power walk today, so apologize. I don't have my beauty insider outfit on, but here I am with my cat nonetheless. And just met another redhead construction worker on my way down on my walk. Anyway, you just meet people wherever you are and share Jafra, share the love and share your story. Tabletops are great, but I think it's all about relationships. And that's where I struggle with the tabletop, where you're just hitting the masses. So about before COVID, for 10 years, actually, we started a tabletop. I started one. Well, I had to be driving down the Cape for some other reason. Gas was so expensive. I thought, what else can I do while I'm down here? And our timeshare was just down the street. And so I walked in there and I said, I know they've got craft night and pottery night and this, that, and the other. I said, do you have any pampering session night or ladies' night for the makeup or anything? Because when my parents were down in Florida, they were at a timeshare and there was a poster in the elevator that said 15 treatments for $5. And I looked at that. I said, there ain't nothing here that I couldn't do. So I went approached of course, they wouldn't let me do anything down there. They already had somebody. But when I was on the Cape here, I went down and visited them. I talked to the manager. So first thing you got to do is, if you can, get in with the girl at the front desk. That's better. So you got to have a relationship there. So I offered her a hand treatment or something. I put some royal jelly in the back of her hand. She was wild about it. She asked me if I had anything for eyes. And at the time we had the Jafra Pro, and with the eyes, I put that on her one eye and she just went crazy. She was dancing around the room saying, look at my eye, look at my eye. I can't believe this. So she went to the manager and he said, well, write something up. I did. And I put something together, just, 15 treatments for $5. And so, and the payment will be paid to the instructor. They don't want anything, to do with this. So anyhow, people would have a sign-up sheet, and that's the thing, because that's 45, it was half hour away anyway. And I didn't want to drive down there if there wasn't anyone there. So they would show up, they'd be sitting there waiting, or I'd not waiting, but I'd come in and roll in with my backpack and a suitcase, a rolling suitcase. And I opened up and I did the same thing every day, every week, hand, face, and feet. And brought my basins, and they loved it. And they were throwing money at me. I tell you, it's a great gig because you make them feel good and they thank you for taking their money. And it's, and I'm still friends with lots of them now. In fact, I sponsored several of them and in my team. And that's a great way to meet people. But talk to the manager, write something up, and it just worked. They loved it. In fact, they'd come back the next year, and I see all kinds of people throughout the year, but they would remember the other ones that were sitting at their table at that time. So that was pretty special. They liked that. So that was one thing that I did for 10 years, but then COVID squashed that, and then we're not able to do that at all anymore. They haven't brought it back. They haven't brought back any activities, so it's really sad. But so that was one. So if you have a timeshare near you that is open to doing that sort of thing, and they have that kind of thing going on, it didn't hurt that we were members there as well. So that gave me an extra in. So we're going skiing in a couple weeks, and there's a they don't have that activity, but they do have a couple other things, margarita night and wine and cheese night. So I may offer them the opportunity to do facials by appointment while I'm there, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing any skiing just yet. So there's another opportunity. But this week, I'm going to be back at Staples by popular demand, because I've been offering a customer appreciation week to, excuse me, an employee appreciation week to the, what I've found is the customers are leery, they don't want to be sold to. But if you have a relationship with some of the people in the business there, they're more open to that coming over there. They they're a little bit more trusting because they've seen me there before. So they'll come over and they'll try that, because I mean, customers that walk and they got their business, they're just doing their thing. Employees, they're on their break and they'll stop by and they get a little hand lotion or something. And so in fact, I've sold a Royal Almond set. So I'm going in on Wednesday to deliver that. But we have to meet in the bathroom because she's going to give me a wink and walk by my table, and then that's my cue to go in the bathroom and go do the hand treatment. I mean, it's just the crazy things you have to do. But so I don't know, what else do you want to know? Before I meet with a manager, I scope it out, ask them, would you like to have a customer appreciation day or a employee appreciation? And I invite everybody. If they don't come to me, I'll walk over to their desk or their cash register or their a copy center or something and give them a squirt. Those three guys that are in the print center, they are loving that hand lotion stuff, and they can't leave. They're so busy. So I've been running back and forth, and of course I want to give them little treats for thanking me. And so everybody gets a $5, a $10 coupon that actually they get to spend with me on anything they want. And then Diana had made this lovely brochure on link, so I get well, what I do at my table is I get them to vote for either almond or olive. And so I give them a squirt, one in each hand. And sometimes it's 50-50, but almond seems to be more popular. Unless they're Italian, they love the olive. So they'll vote on that. So I just keep it simple, because if you put too much on there, they're just in and out. They don't want to be bothered. I get the name, the phone number, and the email, and check the box, olive or almond, period. And then put it in a little box. And then I do a drawing, and then somebody's going to get a free set. I did this in my bank last week. In fact, I've done it at two banks. Actually, I've done it at three of my different branches. They've got them all over the town. One particular branch, unfortunately, my products disappeared. My jumbo royal jelly milk bomb decanter, gone. I had the set. They had when we used to have the revitalized set, and they had the little inserts for the different products. They had the audacity to actually take one of them right out of that. So there's a big old hole there. You can tell that there's something missing, but they didn't care. And it's on camera in the bank. And the bank employee, at least that particular branch, they didn't want to investigate or see who it was. They couldn't be bothered. So I'm like, okay, shake the dust off your feet. That's not one that I'm going to really. I went back there again, but the next time I brought all empty boxes. So everything on my table is empty boxes. and I except, yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised. All my Jafra skin, all empty boxes. Same thing with the Defy, empty, except for the two, and I had them in that little green. You can see it if you look at my picture. The almond and olive are there where they get to vote, and those are full, of course, because they've got to squirt it on the hand, and then they can sample it and then vote. So I have yet to follow up with all of them. So I'm going to do that and then do the drawing. But meanwhile, I will give them a gift certificate so they can spend it on something, a product of their choice. So that was popular. The other branch that I went to, I put little lights on it when I went to the next one, my local branch, and a guy in my B&I group, he bragged on me, how everybody in the branch just thought I had the best display. They thought it was really lovely, added to the atmosphere of the branch and so forth. And all of those guys each have a gift certificate that I'm going to follow up with too. And there I also did the empty boxes as well. But they did fall in love with it, and I told them they were my favorite branch because they sent people over to the table, which doesn't always happen. So that's what I do. it's more about meeting people and getting the name of Jafra out there than it is making thousands of dollars. Although when I was at the timeshare, because they came back every year, I was making mad money. I mean, I'd be walking out with $300, $400, $500 in my pocket right on the spot. Nowadays, just you know what it is? They're relaxed. They're looking for a good time, and you pamper them, and they just have a great time. When you're at the a bank, they're in a rush, they've got business to do, so you have to keep it quick. But if they get it on, once it touches the skin, sales begin. So that's the thing. And then you can offer them, how would they like to pay for it? Would they like to get a 30% or 50% discount all day long? And some of them do. Or one gal, she just saw me, she came in late, that I was almost done. I was wrapping up, packing up, Patricia Grady. And she said, I want to do this. How did you get in here? So we did a little facial hand thing afterwards, and she signed up on the spot. And she's actually come to conference with me a couple of times. You've met Patricia Grady. So I don't know where in the world she is now. She's an international gal, but people like to travel, and you find something you have in common with them. So if you can strike up a relationship with them, that's a big key. I'm still friends with many of my clients from the timeshare that I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years, but yet they're off in Hawaii, they're here, they're there, and they're sharing their travels with me. They're not ordering from me yet, but when they need something, maybe they'll call me. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you can get relationships going, that's the key, because otherwise they won't even listen to you. They'll just won't even make eye contact. They'll walk right by. So I don't know.
That's okay. We don't all stop at every table where there's something displayed, right? We're human too. But I think, Deb, what's great, sorry, we're hitting our time here, so I want to stay privy to this because there's a couple of great things I want you all to think about from what Debbie shared. This is a season of appreciating customers and employees. So it is a time to think A through Z. Where could I go? Who do I know? Maybe even contact your local chamber. Get on that, little Google search of events near me, fundraisers near me. You could tag into a fundraiser with any of these Toys for Tots things going on in the community. But Deb said a couple of things. Number one, there are places that love to have you back consistently. I can tell you some of the hot ones because I travel and talk to hotels, like Marriott Courtyards. These type of hotels that have dinner every night, which is 50% of the hotels today, have a breakfast in the morning and their dinner at night or a social meetup. Many of these people do not just stay one night like me, going city to city. They're there for temporary housing. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, where we had some weather damage, California. People are there and they're bored. I'm in these lobbies all the time. So sitting with the hotel and saying, could I do something out of kindness for your residents? And I will just set up a little pop-up table over here. And you could do it every single Thursday if you would like, and pick a day. And you could do skincare one week, makeup one week, spa one week, a scent event one week. Like, have something. The relationships and the competition for businesses is tight and tough. So again, if you're on this, and I'm going to come back to it in a hot minute, if you've had a pop-up tabletop in a business for a client appreciation or a employee appreciation, put it in the chat. Okay, type any locations, because that's possible. Deb did a great job in her previous place, but there's so many other opportunities. Maybe some are saying no, but some may say yes. Number two was to think about all the stores doing a customer appreciation tabletop. Go again, you can go to places where they will run in and out. We know that. But maybe go where they linger longer, like a clothing store. They're kind of shopping with their girlfriends. You could be the perfect lipstick match to their outfit. A shoe store. It could be, a gym where they're hanging out for a while. They're there to work out. So think, where are they? At least you're getting leads like Deb said, and you're getting the name out there. Or if nothing else, especially at Staples, you're going to meet other business owners. And they are always,
Yep.
trust me, I owned businesses for 20 years that I created, and trying to do fun things with my staff, because keeping staff is critical and they need to have community and fun like we do in Jafra. So having something fun like a thank you appreciation party at the end of the year for all their employees, or a Jafra gift certificate, that they could put in their final year end paycheck. So again, be thinking, where could I go? It's not too late. Businesses are very spontaneous. And the reason I'm showing this again is because I challenge you, and we'll start with this tomorrow. Oh, sorry, hope I can go the right way. There we go. And that is, where could I do pop-ups thinking about letter A through Z? There's a Z on there, but it got cut off. So think about that. You could go to the zoo. So don't think it's because it's the hardest letter. That's not true. So you heard Staples. That leads to an Office Max. We talked about a boutique. So that could be a Maurice's. They do in-store shopping clothing. Why not partner with them and do in-store makeovers with their fashion shows for their customers? You heard Debbie talk about going into a condominium or a timeshare place for a tea. I said hotels. Why not think about hotels, right? So where could you go pop up? And what could you do? I saw Pat Clover. She typed in daycares. Absolutely. This is absolutely a time for pop-ups. It's a time for moms. I love Debbie's engagement, almond or olive, engaging people, getting them to fill out a form that says this one or this one with their contact. And when they get the contact information, she gives them a $10 gift certificate, right? Or you can limit that. You could say $10 with $50 purchase and free shipping with a $100 purchase at my website, or whatever you do. I love what she did. I think it's brilliant, but be thinking, where could I go? Where could our team go? Honestly, we did this exercise at our GPS training this spring, Jackie Pepe and I, and we did a contest, A through Z. You'd be shocked if you just got in your car, took somebody with you like a secretary, so you're not multitasking, and you had to find a business that starts with every letter in the alphabet, you'd have 26 potentials, and they're out there. I'm not joking. So I just want to absolutely say thank you. You could do this online too if you're not out and about. There's all sorts of ways to find businesses A through Z online, social media groups online, and again, partner. You make customers have fun in a store. That's a big deal with competition today. Everybody's fighting to have happy customers and loyal customers. And you can do this for their staff. So I want to say thank you to Debbie Yingling. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being patient with our little bit of wonky Wi-Fi happening there. But let's go out, make it a great day, and make sure you're posting in our WhatsApp group. And we'll have a winner starting tomorrow. We'll share any ideas that came from today, and then we'll go with our next sharer tomorrow, which I believe is Gail Jameson. All right, everybody. Thank you. Make it a great, powerful day. Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Jackie.